Howdy, people. I reckon you all know what time it is. It's story time. Let's get after it. This was another story. This was a little bit more modern times. I reckon this was, we're in 2023 right now. This was probably, ooh, 2019-ish, something like that. Anyway, I worked at this bait shop down there in Bonita Springs. That's where I am right now, Bonita Springs. And every once when it was slow, I would occasionally walk across the street to the 7-Eleven. We were on one corner and the 7-Eleven's on the adjacent corner. And I would go over there and just kill some time. Every once in a while I'd get a snack or whatever. Usually I just go over there to get like a like a scratch off or something like that. So I remember this one particular day I go over there. I gets me a $20 scratch off. I go in the back of the store, I'm scratching it, and I end up pretty much breaking even. So the way when you come in through the front door of this particular 7-Eleven, they had a register to the left, and then it kind of went on like a 45-degree angle. They had a register in the middle, and then they had another register to the left of that register, and then they had all the hot dogs and all that fast food junk that they sell. So there was an old lady at the first register by the exit door. There was another guy behind him, or behind her, excuse me, and he had like a little sandwich or something like that he was trying to get. And so nobody was manned at the middle register. So the lady at the first register was almost being done, checked out. She was an old lady, like every bit of 80 years old. And so the owner's son, the owner was a guy named Nour, Nour. He had one son named Omar, and I forget what the other son's name was. And I think the one son kind of motions me over to the last register by the hot dogs. And I kind of point to the other guy, like, he's like, just because he saw that they were flowing. He was right, so I paid for, or I get my $20, back from my scratch off. And I'm walking out the door and I hear some like real loud, like F-bombing going on. So I turn around to see who's the recipient of all these F-bombs. And I'm looking around and, didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out I was the recipient of this verbal barrage. So I said to the guy, like, I was kind of like baffled. I said to the guy, I swear to you, I said, are you talking to me? Like, I didn't mean it like, hey, are you talking to me? I was kind of like, are you talking to me? He comes chest to chest with me, right? Inside, and he is just like going off on me, right? So I'm thinking to myself, all right, I think we're about to have a throwdown here. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, G Money, Nour's the owner there. He's been really good to me. He's also a customer at the bait shop, and everybody there has been really good to me. So I'm like, do not destroy their store with an altercation. So the guy is like going off on me. This guy was, like I said, I think I was like, matter of fact, I tell you what it was. I was right around 50. So I'm 60. So this was like 10 years ago. So that'll give you an idea of when this transpired time-wise. Because I remember I was in a real, afterwards, I was like mad at myself. So I'm mad, but I'm also happy because I think I did the right thing, even though it's not going to end too well. But I kid you not, I'm in shorts. Look, I'm pointing to my shirt. I'm in t-shirt, shorts, and flip-flop, literally flip-flops, no socks, nothing, right? So I'm just a dude walking across the street getting a scratch off. So this guy like proceeds to show his backside. So I said, I'll tell you what, Chief. I said, I'll be right out front waiting for you. That guy walked out the door. I was there. I was there. I was like, I had my right over here, so he was focusing on the right. I hit him as hard as I could with my left jab, and I fractured my wrist. But I hit that sucker. I gave him everything I had. I mean, I leaned into it. I mean, like I know that dude goes down. I was right on the. This was like hindsight's 2020. I will say I've never lost a fight in my life, but this was pretty close to because of what I'm about to tell you. Like I thought, all right, I could be in danger here, but I was right on the edge. There was like their sidewalk, and it was like a curb, and I'm in flip flop. I totally forget I'm in flip flops, and I'm literally right on the edge when that happened. And then I turn my ankle, I fall down. Now the guy is trying to he gets back. He's trying to get on top of me. Well, I'm on my back and I'm trying to do like one of those UFC deals where I'm kicking him with my legs and all this stuff. And then this is going on. This off-duty police officer, allegedly, looking back at it, later, I think the guy was just full of himself, but he broke up the altercation. And so I remember, man, my wrist was hurting so bad for weeks. I used to pick up these little plastic buckets to fill the bait buckets with water. And I remember I had the hardest time for like 3 or 4 weeks. I know I fractured my wrist just hitting that sucker so hard. But man, I tell you what, I was so proud. I had him looking over here, and I hit that guy square in his. It would be as he's facing me, it would be his right side. I hit that sucker square on, and I guarantee you, he still remembers me to this day. I have no idea if I broke his jaw or not, but I know I put a hurting on my wrist. But anyway, so that was that. And afterwards, I was so mad at myself because I was dating a gal who I went to high school with. She was back in Delaware, and I've kind of telling her the story. I'm like, I was really mad at myself because I'm like, dude, you're 50 years old. How do you just get in a fight? And I kept like, it's like the devil and the angel, and I don't know, just instincts took over. I was like, I've had enough of this idiot. He's gonna learn about G Money. So he almost got me when I fell on the ground. I'm pretty confident if I can stay on my feet, I'm going to get you. And but that was funny. But so this is unrelated to that story, but this is like a two-parter. I'm going to give you another bonus. I'm looking at my laptop here, and the same location where that altercation took place back in. This was a story published January 30th, 2020. So that'll give you an idea. So I wasn't quite 50, so I guess I would have been 48-ish, whatever. January 30th, 2020. Ironically, January 30th was my father's birthday, who's deceased. But January 30th, 2020, this is when publication was put out. So I imagine a day or two before, that 7-Eleven sold a winning Powerball ticket for $396.9 million. G Money's over there buying a scratch off, and that was my home turf for like 14 years, 15 years, whatever it was. And I had already been gone from that establishment, but to find out I had 400 million right across the street where I used to work. Man, that was that was a tough pill to swallow. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoy story time. We're gonna get after some more story times. It's funny, like every time I tell a story, I think I've run out of stories, and then I remember three or four more. I hope you enjoyed that one. And remember, folks, try and be mature, responsible. Don't get into an altercation, a fisticuff when you're close to 50 years old. It's not a good thing, especially on your wrist. But he does remember me. Always know your legal limits and stay out of the pen.